Okay, hey, what's going on, guys? If you remember me, I mentioned it before. The power steering pump, I saw that it was leaking on the Baja. I ordered a new power steering pump from Rock Auto, and it turned out to be the wrong one. Didn't fit at all. Ordered a rebuild kit from Rock Auto, same thing. It didn't work at all. Wasn't the right one. So I ended up ordering a rebuild kit from O'Reilly's that was for a 2000. I think I got it from a 2007 Outback. And that worked, and I was able to get it rebuilt. I did use one O-ring from the Baja kit that Rock Auto sent me. So there was a tiny difference there, but not big enough to hinder me. Yeah, I was glad I had that extra O-ring on hand. So that worked out, and I was able to get the pump rebuilt. Man, the Baja power steering pumps they're kind of hard to find, because I guess they're pretty unique on the outside, but I did get it rebuilt, and I can start putting everything together, and we're gonna knock that out right now. Hopefully I can, I don't know, we'll see. Cross your fingers I get the whole intake manifold on today. So yeah, let's get started. It's been a little while since I've been in the engine bay here. I just had so many setbacks, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I think I can get this thing running in a day or so. I don't have a lot of time to work today because, I've got life gets in the way of these builds sometimes. Thinking what I'm going to try to do here is put the turbo on first and then put the intake manifold on. I think that'll be easier. And maybe you can yell at me right now and say, no, dude, it doesn't work like that. And I'll yell at myself afterwards. I'm going to leave the power steering pump off for now, because I think that will leave me a little bit more wiggle room here to put the turbo inlet onto the turbo. So I'm going to do the turbo, and then I'm going to replace these hoses. I have these new in my big box of freaking OEM parts here. I have the new up pipe gasket here. I already replaced the one on the bottom, exhaust manifold to up pipe with another OEM gasket. So let's knock out the turbo, and hopefully I'm not screwing myself here. So let's see what happens. So I remember the last time I messed with a turbo Subaru, I think the hardest part getting the turbo on was aligning the oil drain hose. I already have the new oil drain hose on there. I think the factory one is like a wimpy little, it's like a clothes hanger wire clamp, and it's not strong at all. I have a stronger, pinch clamp. This I also think is going to be easier without the intake manifold here. I feel like I'll have a little bit better access there. So let's see how it goes. Here's the old gasket. It's not bad, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave it. So here's the new one, new Subaru gasket. So that's there, and let's see how difficult this is going to be. Oh, I think I might have this hose new as well. Should I check that first? Yeah, let me go through my parts, see if I don't have this, because I think this will be easier to change without the turbo. Okay, so I got the old hose off. This is something I wish I would have done while the engine was out, but I forgot that I had this new one until just now. Here is the new hose. I don't think it matters which way it goes on. I'm gonna take this clamp off, put the new one on, and then put the turbo on. Go from there. How will this be the least painful? I think like this.
Whoa, don't fall. Okay. All right. We are on. I'm gonna get the clamp on it and we will be good to go. Just have to not pinch myself and make sure I'm pinching the clamp. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, now let me get the turbo on. Okay. All right, the gasket's there. Let me move these hoses. There, hell yeah, perfect. Yeah, I just gotta adjust the clamp a little bit, but yeah, we got it, cool. All right, so that went pretty smooth. I'm glad. It's a lot easier with two people, and it's a lot easier without the intake manifold there, because otherwise, there's not a really good way to get to that oil return line. I mean, maybe I'm gonna screw myself here. I'm not gonna be able to get the intake manifold on. I don't see it being an issue though. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll kick myself here in a minute. So I'm gonna bolt the turbo up. Change out these hoses. Probably start connecting the wiring harness. Yeah, and then we're gonna be cooking with fire here in a minute. Okay, that started. Tighten that. That hose is this one, right? No. I think that comes off of the tank. Okay, oil feed is tight. Turbo is bolted to the up pipe. Man, this freaking nut in the front, I don't remember how I got it off, but it's hard to get to. This hose is this hose, and this hose is this hose, so let's go ahead and swap those out. Comes with new clamps. Okay. Yep, that's got to be it. The blue dot looks like it's on this side. I took it off like that. So it'll go in like that, okay. Okay. New hoses there, new hoses there. Let me get the wiring harness, start plugging stuff in. Trash. I have new PCV hoses. I'm gonna have to look up the part numbers or look at a picture to see which goes where, but I think it should be pretty self-explanatory because of the sizes. And then I'm gonna grab, wiring harness, and then grab the intake manifold. All right, we are getting close. So this is where I'm calling it for today. I got the intake manifold on. It was kind of a pain, man, doing it by myself. But my neighbor helped me out and I got it on.
I need to tighten that before I forget because I'm leaving today. I haven't torqued the intake manifold bolts yet. And this freaking hose clamp down here was giving me a lot of pain because I ended up finding a shorter screw because it was touching that little rubber hose down there, and I didn't want that there. I got the power steering in. It was probably easier the way I did it, putting the turbo on. It was very easy to put on there. And the power steering pump, it was these two bolts, and then I had to get a U-joint to do the back one, and that was it. So that's it for today. I'm gonna need to stuff a paper towel in that throttle body and in the intake there, and that'll be it. I have to stop here. I've got plans. My wife made plans, so I gotta do that. So hopefully tomorrow I can knock the rest of it out and maybe crank it. Let's see. All right, thanks a lot, guys.